Welcome to our podcast, where we delve into the realm of financial wellness, a journey that is as crucial as it is rewarding. Today, we are going to explore a range of topics that encompass financial wellness, from budgeting and debt management to retirement planning and beyond. So let's dive right in. So we have Boni Yam, owner of ATAX and an adjunct professor at SUNY with us today. Hi, Boni.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So let's dive in right. So let's dive right in.
Sure.
Yeah. So the first question is, what does financial wellness mean to you, and why is it important?
A lot of people super stressed because financial wellness is not right where they want. A lot of people don't even have enough money, like 3 months emergency fund to pay for anything that falls apart in the life. Let's say, you go to work and your car breaks down. What are you gonna do? Okay, so you have to take it for repair, but you have no cash. So you're gonna ask the owner, ask your boss to help you pay for it. What if he says no? How are you gonna go to work?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I actually, this is a life example. This is real example, and the person lost her job because a couple $100, she cannot fix the car, she can't go to work. The owner refused to finance for the car, and henceforth, like, she lost a whole lot more. So what is this is about, like, preparing for risk. Never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Of course, hope everything is smooth going. Your paycheck arrives on time. Your health is good. There's no unexpected surprises, but you can't expect that. We all know that sometimes there's surprises, and the best way to prepare for surprise is to have something spare, emergency fund. And we normally we suggest a 3 months emergency fund to pay for 3 months expenses. During that period of time, then maybe you can get a loan, borrow from bank, something. But at least you got something in the bank, so you don't have to worry.
hmm So how can individuals assess their current financial wellness?
There are many ways of doing it. Online, there are a lot of calculators. A
hmm
lot of times, Fidelity has some, T. Rowe Price has some, can just Google and it pops up. They do ask you a lot of information though, so I'm not sure if people do understand what they're asking. Normally they ask how much you have in your bank. Okay, so you start up with 10,000, whatever, in your bank. And then they ask you, are you saving for retirement? Okay, so whatever that percent is. Okay, so, and then they say, oh, so, like, do you think it's going to grow moderately or aggressively or whatever? So basically, depending on how you invest your money. And then what's the time frame that you have for investments? So a lot of people actually, financial wellness is, you can say, what period of time, if you want to retire at 50, retire at 40, or retire at 65. Okay, so you have a target goal when you want to retire. So you type that date in, okay? And then with how much you're putting in every single year, and then the cumulative return from your investment, are you going to hit that goal? So what is that goal? Okay, everybody's different. So you need to know when you're about to retire, how much money do you need? Some people love to travel, so it could be a lot of money. Some people said, that's okay, I can go to McDonald's or I cook all my meals. I don't even need to travel. So very, very, very basic, low level. Okay. So it's all different. But what we do observe is that typically the first couple of years when people retire, they spend a lot more money because they never have the time. So they're always working. So they want to treat themselves. The minute they retire, they would say, okay, I would like to go visit Greece. I've never been to Greece, Hawaii, wherever. Okay. So they spend a little bit more and they have more time. When you have more time, what will happen? You spend more money. If
Yeah.
you're working, you have no time, so you spend less. So normally we have, when we do the budgeting, I mean, this is for more complex planning. The first, whatever 10 years after you retire, you actually spend more money than you would spend before you retire. And then as your health goes down a little bit more, right? And it's hard for you to move around. You stay more at home, spend more time at home. So the costs go down a little bit. And also depends on, have you paid off your house? Do you still have debt and mortgage and all that? That's very important. So our advice is, normally before you retire, try to pay down as much debt as possible. So once the debt is taken care of, the other thing is what? It's your housing. But if you pay down your house, then it's just food, right?
Yeah.
Medicals is also important. So that kind of goes up as you get older. But what I'm trying to say is that look at your fixed expenses, pay down as much as possible, and then you can manage the variable. So basically what I'm trying to say is take away the variable components, and that's the risk component. Lower that as much as possible to make it much easier for you to plan. And then Fidelity has an interesting way. So make it simple. Okay, so how much do you make before retirement? Okay, at 65, 10 times how much you make.
Yeah. So
So
what are some common misconceptions about financial wellness?
common conception. Oh, I think there's a good one to talk about is debt, because a lot of people think that you just pay the minimum, okay, as little as possible. That's good because the cash is in my pocket. What they didn't understand is that the outstanding balance, you're paying interest on it, and that keeps accumulating. And so when you owe $5,000, it takes $20 to 20 years to pay it off. What you pay in terms of interest can be $3,000. So instead of borrowing just five, actually, well, you borrow five, you pay eight. Would you actually do that? Is that smart or not?
No. Yeah.
So, but a lot of people just think about, minimizing the out-of-pocket cash. They have no idea that 15% interest rate, whatever that's being charging on the credit card, it's going to take a long time for you to get back. And if you think about this way, okay, how much is Dow Jones average index, the return? 7%, 8%? How much are you paying the bank? 15 to 22%?
Yeah. It's too much.
So no, they have even better, and it's that return is variable. What you pay the bank is fixed, doesn't go away. They don't care. If you don't pay them, you're in trouble, right?
Yeah. So what strategies do you recommend for saving and investing for the future?
The big one is start early. Okay, even if you don't make a lot of money, because of the concept of compounding, start early.
Mm-hmm.
What you want is like save a fixed amount, whatever that amount is. Let's say you were able to save $100,000. Okay, just keep it simple and easy. 10% of $100,000 is $10,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much work does it take for you to make $10,000, to save $10,000? You have to work pretty hard, right?
Yeah.
This is no effort. I'm not saying no effort, but it's easier for the money to compound and bring you additional income. The other one is your hard work, hard labor, all the time that you put in to work to gain the return. The other one is, doesn't matter. You can be in Paris, you can be in anywhere, the money's still coming in. But you need to have that pool of money big enough for it to compound.
Bonnie, give me a second. There's somebody here.